Hi, my name is Ernesto, and this is the introductory video to Project Scope. Essentially, Project Scope is a virtual reality and augmented reality project built on the Unity game engine. It's geared towards architecture students with the intention of teaching them about the various functions of the SIPA building located on campus. Through various interactive simulations and animations, the idea is to build their knowledge of the building, how it was constructed, how it works, by actually visiting the site. So one of the issues that we encountered was in the previous project, it wasn't true AR. The product owners felt the same way, so we had the challenge of transforming this project into a true AR experience. Some of the issues with the previous version was that they used a static picture and pretty much used it to align to the real building, and upon alignment they just placed a 3D model of the building, and at that point you had the ability to just scroll through the building, and they had sort of little icons to see the various functions of the building, but it wasn't interactive with the real building. Additionally, from what the product owners told us, the previous attempts to use Vuforia SDK highlighted some of the difficulties of tracking such a large target, so we knew we had to probably go a different direction. Some of the user stories we made and we strived to complete mostly involved GPS tracking and at the very least augmenting one part of the building with a chart that is also found in the VR version. So this is one of our use case diagrams specifically for our in-app minimap. Basically, the user launches the AR application, and then upon going through the home screen and then the following screen that explains how the app works, the user then has the opportunity to hide the minimap or display the minimap, and if they display the minimap, it'll display their GPS coordinates in addition to the distance they are from the building. This is one of our sequence diagrams that explains internally how the GPS works. Essentially, when they load the AR program, it checks that the GPS is turned on. If it's on, it displays the position and distance from the building. If it's off, it tells the user to turn the GPS on. This is our architecture. Given that this is a true AR experience, users can start their experience at any point near SIPA, and they can also navigate around the building and know their constant position from the building thanks to the GPS. Additionally, they can activate and deactivate the map as mentioned before, and in this version they have to point their device to SIPA to be able to view the data, to be able to view the animations that we place for them. And this is achieved through the Wikitude SDK, and we use the Mapbox SDK to utilize a real-time map. This is one of our class diagrams. This is essentially the core component of how the augmentations are placed on the various parts of the building. All of this is the Wikitude SDK. What we wrote was the object controller. The object controller is what recognizes the part of the building that is being pointed at and then chooses the correct augmentation to place on that part of the building. And this is the algorithm that achieves that. When you use Wikitude, you first take a collection of photos, you upload it to Wikitude Studio, and you create a WTO file. And within that WTO file, each target is given a specific name, and so then it is up to you in your script to identify, to know which target is being pointed at, and then place the right augmentation. That's achieved through this piece of code right here. And this is the algorithm that is used to retrieve the GPS signal. This is one of our test cases for implementing the GPS live tracking. And this is another test case for our dynamic building button. So these are a couple of screenshots of the actual application of the current version. As you can see, the user can go to the building, point at a specific location, and get to see some data. I would advise comparing this to the previous version from this semester so you can sort of see what we actually accomplished and how we pushed it to a true AR experience. This is another screenshot of the back part with the mechanical room. There was a video, and in this version we decided to put the video on the actual room since you can't go into the room at the building. And so this is just a screenshot of the previous build. You can sort of see how you had to line it up, and then you sort of just augmented from there, and you weren't really required to be at the site once you lined it up. You could have also lined it up without being on the site. And this is our contact info if you have any questions. And in the following slide, we're going to play a small little demo to really drive home some of the points of this project. As you can see, the user was able to walk around the building the entire time while knowing their exact location to the building. We hope in the next version that the next group gets to improve upon some of the limitations of the UI, but overall, we believe we placed a good foundation for future groups to come in and make the AR experience even better. Thank you.